sleepless in America, and could the person sleeping next to you be keeping you awake? If he looks like this guy, I hope so. I certainly hope so. Anyway, if you can't kick him out, we have some solutions for you. David Jack is a wellness coach and contributing editor of Men's Health magazine. So nice to meet you. Thank you. So, do you hear from a lot of couples, David, that are having trouble sleeping and it's creating problems in the relationship?
Absolutely. And it's a root of wellness. You know, good sleep is so important, and so many people are struggling with it to the point that it's affecting their daily life, and it's also affecting their relationships.
So Renee Petra is here. She's here with her husband, Stephen, who's such a good sport to wear your pajamas too, Stephen. So tell us what the problem is with you guys sleeping at night.
Stephen snores, and he sounds like a wild animal. He'll go, and it's just very annoying, and I'll try to stop it by, like, talking to him and saying, stop sleeping, stop snoring, you know. I'll try pushing him. I'll try to put a pillow over his head. I'll even do, like, a barrier where I take the pillows and the blankets and barrier him, or I'll put the blankets over his head.
Yeah, I don't blame you, because nothing is worse, right, than having someone who is not allowing you to sleep at night. So what do you recommend for people who snore? What is the latest kind of research on that?
Well, you know, there's a difference between snoring that's connected to sleep apnea, that's, you know, moderate and severe, and that really is a medical condition. And so I recommend that if it's continuous and it's just ongoing, that you really should see an ENT and just get a basic checkup. And then from there, they can move you further down the line. Now, primary snoring, there are some things that are being researched that have actually been shown to help depending on your type of snoring.
Right.
So there are these mechanical therapies and these positional therapies that you can use that are being proven to work. So I can show you some of those.
Yeah, for their sake, please show us some of those things.
Absolutely.
Really?
I'm going to break it to my wife. So don't do the right thing. You have to, the setup is important.
Okay.
You set the right environment. Kind of forget what we're talking about.
I know,
So here we go.
what's your sign? Okay, here we go.
So one of the first things with the mechanical therapy is we can work with the tongue, exercises with the tongue.
Even better. Okay, sorry.
So what happens is we lose tone and our tongue gets relaxed, or the throat area, so we can do certain things to bring tone back into that area of our body. So a lot of times when we lay, everything is falling down into the back of our throat, and so that's where a lot of the snoring will start. And it comes from different areas. So with our tongue, we can do exercises where there's two ways to do it. So one, you can actually take your tongue and bring it to your chin, and then bring it up to the tip of your nose if you can do that.
Can I watch you do it?
fortunately can. So it's going to go here.
Whoa.
To there. So you can stretch. So go on,
Oh my God. Okay.
So you could do those extra, you could do maybe, 10 repetitions of that a few times a day. The other thing that you could do is you could take your tongue and you could push it up behind your teeth. So curl it up behind your teeth and then curl it down behind the front of your teeth, and just back and forth again with that pattern, which may be a little more appropriate for some.
That was pretty awesome. Can you do that again?
Which one?
The chin one.
All right, one more time, just because it's you.
Jeez. Wow. Impressive.
So that's one.
Okay.
The next one in mechanical therapy would be to work with the jaw. And so literally you can protrude your lower jaw like an underbite and push that forward, and you hold it there for about 10 seconds. That's nice. Very good. You could do a couple repetitions of that in a row, and then you do that 3 or 4 times a day. So there's a lot of things that we can do from a mechanical therapy side that are being studied right now and being proven to help. One thing that really has been proven to work is positional therapy. So that's changing your positions in bed.
You want to show me a few of those?
Yes. Yes, I'd love to.
Okay.
So one of the ones that we like and has also been proven to be effective is you get on your side, and you can come with me.
Okay.
And we get, your pillow lined up so that your neck's in line with your spine, and you can bend your knees. You can put a pillow between you or your partner, whichever, just create more of a relationship.
Oh, okay.
And this, whoa, hey.
I'm kidding. He's a happily married man. I'm
totally kidding.
So
Okay.
what's really neat about this is it not only protects your lower back, because sometimes when people start to change positions, they get in these weird postures. And if you do that 6 to 8 hours a night long enough, it's going to start to change your physiology and your biomechanics and your posture. So we don't want to just fix snoring at the expense of a healthy body. This position helps reduce the snoring, but it's also very effective for reducing pain and discomfort.
Do you sleep on your back or on your stomach or on your... You sleep on your back?
Yes.
Can you sleep in sort of the fetal position?
Probably, if I'm tired enough.
Yeah, maybe that would help.
Yeah, and I think, you know, they always ask, what's the best fitness, what's the best nutrition, what's the best therapy for snoring? It's the one that works for you.
Okay.
It's the one that makes a difference.
And real quickly, you have other things that keep people from sleeping well is pain.
Yes.
There are things that you can do in terms of positions, and would you care to show me some of those?
I'd love to. So this will help with that. Absolutely, this position will help with
you know, when I was pregnant, I put a pillow between my knees, and it really helped with my back pain.
Yeah.
So that makes sense, right?
Well, and it worked for you.
Yeah.
And so what's great about that, too, is it gives you, this position gives you this sense of comfort and this sense of relaxation.
Yeah.
And that reduction of stress. And that's so important for setting an environment for good sleep. Additionally, and you know, I can show you something if you want. We've got this little wedge here. So there's this stuff called incline sleep therapy. I'm not even gonna bother you right now. I'm gonna go grab. I think I got a little tool back here.
Don't
so you
know.
can take something like this.
Okay.
You can take something like this, or you can even prop it up with you know, bricks or wood or whatever you need, some pillows, and you could put it under your mattress, and then ultimately what this is going to do is it's going to give you, I'm back in bed, it's going to give you a slight incline in the bed. Now what's neat about that is if you're prone to winding up being on your back, being on your back with a slight incline is going to once again change the angle of what's going on in your throat, so that may help. The other cool thing about this with pain reduction is that there's a little bit of very mild traction that happens over the course of several hours, which helps to elongate that spine. It keeps us from getting into positions where we're twisted and torqued up, but it also helps some of the fluids get back in between those vertebrae, some of that spinal fluid and some of the fluid that really helps bring nutrition and healing to certain areas of our body.
Okay, well, Renee and Stephen, will you let us know if you do any of these things and if they help at all?
Certainly will.
Because we really want you to sleep and we want you to stay married as well. Very nice to meet
Thank you so much for having me.
Seriously, thank you. It was really fun. If you'd like more of David's helpful tips, you can check out Men's Health Magazine. Up next, ever wonder what your dreams mean? Well, we're talking about sleeping, we decided to talk about dreams.